What is up, everyone? Welcome to Duel City, the best channel for Gold format Yu-Gi-Oh! I will be showing a deck build today. This is my own zombie build I really like. A lot of this can be familiar if you look up deck lists for zombies and everything in GOAT format, but mine I have a little bit of my own twist on, and we're going to get into it here. Okay, the good thing about zombies is a lot of the cards that they printed work together in GOAT format. It might be the most successful archetype in it, type, and also just best support cards and everything. And I'm going to get into that here with, for example, probably you're going to be your most important cards in this deck is going to be Book of Life, Premature Burial. I could not run 3 anymore. A little too specific sometimes, especially in the beginning. Premature Burial will help with that, if you can see that. Call of the Mummy now. That's going to be a big staple. If you don't have any monsters on the field, you can just special summon one zombie. And yeah, this is going to sit on your field, so you can keep using that. Book of Life, now what that does is you can revive one of your zombies, but you got to target a card in your opponent's graveyard and remove it. So if they don't have that, you're not going to be able to do that. So that's why I like to have Premature. And then the big monster of this whole deck is going to be Paramount Turtle. He is probably the best floater, recruiter, whatever you want to call it. Just another card that gets out of body. When he is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one zombie monster, and this is where he's probably the best. It ain't like 1500 less attack like most of them. It's 2000 defense, which, if you know which of the Black Forest being banned and everything, kind of really helps out with that, because she was probably the best recruiter, but being illegal in this format is, yeah, that probably makes sense, because, yeah, any zombie with 2000 or less defense, that's basically all of them besides these two, and you couldn't even do him anyway if he was 2000 or less defense, because you have to tribute one of him off the field and banish it to get him out. That's the only way he can come out. So, yeah, he's realistically the only one he really can't hit. Now, the main target you're going to use to hit with this is going to be Ryokoke and Vampire Lord. And I'm running 2 copies of each. You can only run 2 copies of him. He's only at semi-limited, so he's only at 2. But the good thing with him, when Ryokoke comes out, he's going to be 2400, 2000. He's going to beat over anything, a lot of stuff. Not everything, but a lot of stuff. And plus, if he attacks a warrior monster or spellcaster type monster, they're automatically dead. They don't even do battle, he just kills them automatically. Which can take out Chaos Sorcerer, but he can swing over that naturally with the 100 point more attack than Chaos. But BLS, Blacklisted Soldier and Warrior at the beginning, probably the best monster in the game. In our format, he can just deal with them, and that would be most, you worry about him in every deck coming out, oh god. So, good to have him, and that's the good thing with zombies. These can compete with Chaos, and a lot of the other better decks in GOAT format. I consider this outside of Chaos, probably, or Metamorphosis, one of the better decks you can run. And then Vampire Lord. Now, good thing about him, if he gets destroyed by card effect, he's just going to come back during your standby phase. So he's always going to come back unless you deal with him by battle. If you do damage with him, your opponent has to discard a monster, spell, or trap, whichever one you say, out from their deck, so you can maybe get some useful cards out of their deck before they draw into it. Then Vampire Genesis, like I said, you have to have him on the field, remove him from the field, and play him. 3000, so he's going to match BLS and a lot of other stuff for strength. And his effect, you can discard a lower level zombie, a zombie, and however many star levels it was. You can get 1 less level or lesser out. So if you discard Ryokoke, you get Vampire Lord, Shadow Ghoul, Pyramid Turtle, basically anything smaller than it out to the field and help you. And then I'm going to go here with Shadow Ghoul. Now, Shadow Ghoul, he's more in there for if you can get a lot of bodies on the field, in your graveyard, I mean. and then get him out with Pyramid Turtle, he's going to come out big because he gets 100 for every monster in your graveyard. And if you're getting him out with this, he's at least going to be 100 bigger. You don't want to do it with just one. You want to get him up to at least something like Hit That or That 2024. I'm going to turn down the music a little bit. Got loud all of a sudden. And his other targets for Pyramid Turtle are going to be Dazzlecloda. If you flip summon him, you can flip him face back down. But also, if you get to flip summon him, you get to draw a card. So he's going to be a big shield a lot of the times. But also, you can do his effect at least once. You're going to get to draw a card. That's going to help out with card advantage, giving you some. And then Spirit Reaper here. We all know a good Spirit Reaper. He can't be destroyed by battle. Kind of easy if you can target him with something, but yeah, you can actually attack him with him even one time, making your opponent discard a card from their hand. That's going to always be helpful. And then the last couple zombies here are going to be Regenerating Mummy and Despair from the Dark. You can argue on Regenerating Mummy. I get why some people don't want him in. I'm going to keep him in because you always got to worry about Delinquent Duo. Same thing with him. If they get discarded from your hand by opponent's card effect, then they just come out. They just hit the board on the field for you, so they're kind of literally immune to Delinquent. It'll be funny if your opponent hits both, because then, hey, thanks for the 2 summons. But then, like we said, Call of the Mummy just lets you special summon any zombie out. He's basically one of the only 2 targets you can't hit of zombies with Pyramid Turtle in this deck. But Call of the Mummy, you get him out right away. You got a big body on the field where your opponent's just going to have to deal with, or a big shield because it's 3,000 defense. Now, the other monsters I'm going to run in this deck, it's going to be 6 others. It's going to be 2 Giant Rat to help me hit my Pyramid Turtle, or just in case, I'm also running Dream Clown because since he puts him in attack position when he comes out then, if it goes back to my turn and I still have him, you change him to defense, he pops a monster in your opponent's field, and just any monster, there's no, designation for it. It has to be a monster of 2,000 less attack or something. Nope, just any. Exile Force, get him out. If I can get him out with that, have him out. Still be able to have my next turn, tribute him, take out one of my opponent's monsters. So basically both the same thing. Good old Breaker. We all know what he does. Summon him, pop a spell trap on your opponent's field. Well, he gets that counter, he goes up to 19, but you can remove it, pop a spell trap on the field. Sagan, another Recruiter Searcher. Get me anything 1,500 less to my hand. So I'll get my Pyramid Turtle, or if I need him to pop some right away, that's always good. So this is a big Recruiter deck with 5. And then our non-spells and traps, that aren't a part of the zombie whole engine here. We're going to go Pot of Greed, Snatch Still, Graceful Charity, Delinquent Duo, Heavy Storm, Mystical Space Typhoon, United We Stand. Maybe we can get one of these zombies up and beat over anything, especially when we're getting out big ones. My Body is a Shield, just in case I run into Mirror Force, Lightning Vortex, or something like that, protect my monsters. And then my traps, Dust Tornado, Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, discard a card, return a card on your opponent's field to the top of the deck. Always very good to slow someone down. Compulse, send a monster back to hand. Mirror Force, we all know Mirror Force, one of the best, maybe the most successful trap card in the game, maybe besides this one here. Solemn Judgment, I'm going to run 2 copies of this. And now we're going to go to the side deck. This is fun. One of my only favorite decks. I don't put Swords of the Revealing Light in, because I do need him to attack sometimes. And then the side deck here, over here I have some Double Costin. I had Nightmare Horse in here a couple, but I took them out and put them in a different deck recently. Another Ryokoke. Master Conchi, just solid 1750 zombie I can get out. Book of Life in here, maybe if I need another one. I recommend putting a Call of the Haunted. Good old Econ, Enemy Controller. And then a couple Tutor Man. I do have 3 over here because I used to have them in, but now I just figured Solemn's better. Tutor Mask, a Zombie Support card. When the spell trap is activated, targets one zombie monster in the field, but no other cards negate the activation. So Snatch Still, compose, a lot of that stuff your zombies aren't going to get touched by if you want to put those in. You can put Lightning Vortex in, Upstart Goblin. Of course, this is my own personal build I like, and I do have a lot of success with it. Basically, you're just getting big bodies out, hitting your opponent, being able to summon it very easily from your hand or graveyard. This is a really fun deck. If you want to play it, I highly recommend doing it. This is a very good build, and yeah, I will be posting some more builds on here sooner and everything. If you want to leave a comment or anything, maybe something I could do better or something that you like in this deck that you usually don't see, please leave a comment, give me a like, and subscribe, and everyone have a good day.